So let's continue to the panel. We had a slight change, so we're going to do a shorter panel. But I think it's very important and very good that we have with us the representation of European Commission, European Union here in Portugal. And I believe that the European Union, as a European Commission, has a very important role to complement the strategies of the local governments. So I know that you would like also to announce and to talk a bit about some of the initiatives that have been taken by the European Commission. So tell us a little bit about what is being done and how the European Commission sees startup endeavors around Europe.
Okay. Thank you, Pedro. Let me just start by thanking you the invitation that you made us. It's a pleasure for us to be here, to be among all those investors and innovative people trying to launch themselves. It's a big privilege. Responding to your question, I would say that the Commission of President Juncker has been trying to tackle the big problem in Europe, which is, among others, but the biggest of them all is the lack of investment. As you know, with the crisis of 2008, the banks were in very bad shape, and they haven't been able to be at the service of the investors of Europe. And therefore, the mother of all priorities of the Juncker Commission has been what is called the Juncker Plan, which is the investment plan for Europe, which is going to mobilize 315,000 billion of euros to help the companies of Europe to continue investing and growing and creating jobs and creating richness in Europe. The plan has started slowly, but now it's gaining momentum, and we have already allocated 1/3 of those 350 billion. And it will continue, and it has been just announced a week ago that the plan will be prolonged into mid-2018. So it's... I think it's going to be a big success, and it will help out the investors in Europe. There is also another aspect of the Juncker program, which is the Capital Markets Union. By trying to dynamize the capital markets in the Union of the European Union, the presidency is trying to match all those savers in Europe that don't know where to put their money, since the banks are not remunerating very well savings, and the needs of the investors, and trying also to match the big difference that exists between Europe and the United States, for instance, in terms of venture capital and all other kinds of more flexible and more flexible needs of capital. There are other instruments, for instance, in research, Horizon 2020, InnovFin, COSME. Well, there are a big array of measures that the Commission is taking in order to promote investment, and especially creative investment. And I think that those initiatives are starting also to create their buzz and being effective. There are other measures in the framework of what we call the European semester. The Commission is engaged with member states in trying to take out all those blockages to investment at national level, in terms of laws on insolvency, public procurement, trying to accelerate also the courts so that justice is made quicker, and helping out the investors being able to have an environment which is going to stimulate investment. Well, I think I spoke very quickly because we know that we don't have much time. I hope that I covered the whole question that you've put.
Yeah, thank you so much. Just one final question is that we are, this room is full of entrepreneurs and investors. We are quite practical people. And what will be your word of advice to increase the quality of relationship between the European Commission and startups and investors? So that because we feel that is becoming a bit bureaucratic and a lot of red tape, it's a bit complex. And so entrepreneurs and investors sometimes, they kind of stand away and they feel a bit less represented at the European Commission. So what is your word of advice to make this relationship, this Europe, more fruitful and really meaningful in terms of outcomes?
Well, I would say at the level of member states, we try through the representations, like the representation where I work, we try to be always listening to all the criticisms, to all suggestions that we get. And we channel them all to Brussels. We make reports very frequently, try to make the voice of the citizens, but also of the investors, which is an important, very important stakeholder for the Commission, heard. There are other foray. There are also lobbying activity made in Brussels at the level of the European Parliament, also not directly at the level of the Commission. But I would say through the representations, through the associations of investors or of industrialists, I think there is a way to get to us and being able to be heard.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. So finally, I just wanted to, again, on behalf of the Portuguese ecosystem, to hand out the manifesto to you. Thank you so much for being here.
Carefully.
Okay, thank you.